through meditation, how many factors it can remove?
Wie viele Faktoren können wir durch die Meditation beseitigen?
The meditations can remove these two, Vinaya, Loke, Abhijja, Domanassa. Abhijja and Domanassa. Easily translations, Abhijja is love, Domanassa is hate, love and hate.
Die Meditation kann die beiden Dinge beseitigen, Abhijja und Domanassa. Abhijja wird einfach übersetzt mit Liebe und Domanassa Hass.
That is the meaning. If we cannot contemplate the body in the body, love and hate will appear.
Wenn wir nicht den Körper im Körper kontemplieren können, dann werden Liebe und Hass erscheinen.
That is the meaning. If we contemplate body as the body, we can remove the love and hate.
Wenn wir den Körper im Körper kontemplieren, dann können wir Liebe und Hass beseitigen.
So the full sentence origin test, Ida bhikkhave bhikkhu kaya kaya nupasi viharati adapi samajano satima vinaya loke abhijja domanassa. This is full sentence. What is the translation? And recurring to the body, a monk abides contemplating the body, diligent, clearly knowing and mindful, free from desire and discontent, and recur to the all.
Hier Mönche bezüglich des Körpers verweilt ein Mönch kontemplierend beim Körper, eifrig, wissensklar und achtsam, frei von Verlangen und Kummer bezüglich der Welt.
Here also there are many translations. We must consider many translations. Most translators use Vinaya loke abhijja domanassa. In that case, they translate having removed covetousness and sorrow. Having removed covetousness and sorrow.
Es gibt viele falsche Übersetzungen. Klammern, mein Kommentar im Deutschen sind meines Wissens nach alle falsch. Zwar dieses Vinaya loke, was im Pali heißt, das wird oft übersetzt als nach Überwindung von Habgier oder was immer man da nimmt, Verlangen und Kummer.
There are two things coincident. Two works coincident.
Aber die beiden Arbeiten sind gleichzeitig.
One thing is contemplating, dwell contemplating, that is one thing.
Das eine ist, wir verweilen kontemplierend.
Remove covetousness and grief is one thing.
Und Anhaftung und Kummer zu beseitigen ist das andere Ding.
Two things. It is, we must understand, these two things are the same time or different times, different moment or the same moment.
Wir müssen überlegen, diese Dinge, sind die zu einer unterschiedlichen Zeit oder zur selben Zeit.
What is your opinion? If we translate it in this way, contemplate the body as in the body, having removed covetousness and grief. So these two things are the same moment or different moment?
Wenn wir übersetzen, den Körper im Körper kontemplierend, nach Überwindung von Verlangen und Kummer über die Welt, ist das zur selben Zeit oder verschiedene Augenblicke?
It can be regarded as the same moment, because if you put aside covetousness and grief, then that means at this moment you're not considering covetousness and grief. If you haven't put it aside, then you're still having covetousness and grief in this.
No, I mean this sentence. If you translate, have been removed is perfect. Have been removed. In English sentence, have been removed covetousness and grief. We contemplate the body as in the body. So there is a different moment, or contemplate is one moment, or have been removed is one moment. It's all different moments.
It's the same moment.
Have been removed is perfect.
It's a condition for the present moment.
Hmm?
It's a condition describing the present moment.
No. Not like that. Have been removed before contemplate is removed. Earlier moment.
If you have a glass of water,
Yeah.
and you say, having taken this water and poured it out.
Yeah, having this another moment. Take a moment. This a pulling moment. It's a different moment.
Yeah, it's different time.
But if you having poured out the water, at this moment the glass is empty.
English sentence is, you see, perfect. Past perfect, present perfect, and present tense and present perfect is different or the same.
Das ist ja von der Sprache die Vergangenheitsform, wenn man nachdem oder nachdem
Identifying is one thing, and after removing, to identify is not there is another moment.
Yeah.
Identifying it is there is one moment.
Yeah.
You remove it, and then you become sure it's not existing. Is another understanding.
Two moments. Yeah. Having sitting, I read a book. Having sittings one moment.
But if you say having, you wouldn't say having sitting.
Yeah. That's for example.
Sitting.
Example, I mean, there's you see here, having removed and covetousness and grief, contemplate. So having removed earlier. Isn't that?
Yeah.
This translation is earlier. According to this translation, it cannot be the same moment.
in der Übersetzung, wenn es die
There's
Vergangenheitsform
work
ist.
involved. There's work involved.
Yeah.
You are working to remove.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after you have removed, then you come to know it's removed.
This
But that's not the point, he said. That's not the point.
no, we should consider this translation is in this way. Some translate it in this way. We must consider it is correct or not correct, because of this misunderstanding and lead to mistakes lead to misunderstanding. Therefore, we should not mistakes. So okay. So there are two things. Contemplating the body is one thing. Removed covetousness, remove love and hate is one thing. So these two things are the same moment or different moment. We must consider.
Different.
If a different moment is incorrect, this is translations. For example, I will tell you, this the sun rises in the east. It expels darkness. Then these are two works. Rise is one thing, one works. Expel is darkness, one work, one thing. These two things are the same or different moment? The same. So, this also must be the same. But having removed is impossible. Removing must be. I want to say this point. So, we must say in this way, the sun rises, expelling darkness. Because rising and expelling is the same moment. That is it there. So here is mistake. Therefore, I point out. Some are vinaya loke beja dominasa. According to grammar, having removed before practice samatha, before practice this kayanupassana, we must remove hatred and covetousness first. After that must. So there are some views pointing to this. Some hold this view. Pure vipassana method is impossible because of they point in this one. Having removed love and hate. Having removed love and hate means before practice vipassana you must practice samatha. Without approaching samatha, it is impossible. Yeah, such a view appeared. Therefore, I explained. So most translators use contemplating the body in the body, having removed. Usually they have removed. Have removed is aliyah. Isn't that? According to English sentence. One have removed love and hate. Then contemplate the body. So there's a different moment. First, removed love and hate. Then practice meditation. So before practice meditation, we must remove love and hate. If it's such a meaning, it's not correct. According to the Pali grammar, that is called two things happen. Two actions. In one sentence, there are two actions. The two actions. Contemplating is one action. Removed is one action. Two actions are the same. So these two actions, some are preceding, some are following, some are the same moment. Three types we can understand, three types. Some are preceding. For example, in Pali, Bhuddhava Sayati, having eaten, sleep. So eating comes first, isn't that? Yeah. Eating comes first, then sleeping. So different moment. Bhuddhava Sayati. That is the eating is come first. That is preceding. So here also, Vinaya Loke Bhecha Domanasa. If we translate in this way, having removed love and hate, so we must remove the earlier love and hate, then must meditate. So that is a mistake. Mistakes cause misunderstanding.
I will make a summary, okay?
Yeah. I forgot to do translate.
I felt lucky only to listen.
Did we say again?
No.
Okay.
I think it's quite clear. Also die meisten haben falsch übersetzt, sowohl im Englischen und im Deutschen denke ich noch schlimmer. Zum Beispiel hier habe ich von Jana Ponika, steht auch, da weilt, o Mönche, der Mönch beim Körper in Betrachtung des Körpers, eifrig, wissensklar und achtsam, nach Verwindung von Begierde und Trübsal hinsichtlich der Welt. Es wären also zwei unterschiedliche Zeiten. Zuerst muss man die Begierde und Trübsal überwinden und erst dann könnte man praktizieren, kontemplieren, den Körper im Körper oder was auch immer. Das ist die falsche Ansicht, das ist eine falsche Übersetzung. Das wäre der Fall, wenn man Samatha praktiziert, wenn man eben schon durch die Jhanas Begierde und Trübsal vorübergehend zumindest ausgelöscht, gestoppt hat und kann dann erst Vipassana praktizieren. Aber der reine Vipassana-Weg, da ist es gleichzeitig. Und dafür ist eben die Übersetzung falsch, es muss die Gleichzeitigkeit rauskommen. Also wie man das im Deutschen macht, irgendwie, also in dem oder während gleichzeitig, diese Überwindung, es findet gleichzeitig statt. Indem man kontempliert, überwindet man auch Verlangen und Trauer.
Das ist logisch, ne?
Ja.
Does it clear the meaning?
Ja, das Beispiel, was er genannt hat, mit wenn die Sonne aufgeht, dann verschwindet die Dunkelheit. Was heißt dann, sage ich schon, was ist das? Ist das gleichzeitig oder nacheinander? Und wir sagen, das ist gleichzeitig. Dadurch, dass die Sonne aufgeht, gleichzeitig geht die Dunkelheit weg. Und genauso ist es in dem Fall, das ist auch gleichzeitig. Wir können nicht sagen, was vorher ist und was nachher.
Bei Sonnenausgang, bei Sonnenaufgang
Aufgang ist gleichzeitig die Nacht, die Dunkelheit weg.
Is it clear the meaning? Yes, most translators, most books are translated in this way, I find. Therefore, we must translate this one correctly, removing. This is the same time, must be the same time. Contemplate, live contemplating the body in the body, removing love and hate. If you contemplate the same time, as soon as you contemplate, it's removed love and hate also.
Bei der Übersetzung muss also die Gleichzeitigkeit rauskommen. Im Englischen ist das einfacher auszudrücken. Das wirklich gleichzeitig, indem wir kontemplieren, wir Liebe bzw. Anhaftung und Hass beseitigen. Beseitigen.